Hi, I'm Dark Shades. Welcome to my channel. First time you're passing through, thumbs up, please. Put the thumbs up, thumbs down. If you don't like what I talk about, subscribe and you'll hit that bell icon and you'll be notified every time I upload a video, or you can share with your friends if you think your friends would find me entertaining, amusing, informative. Anyway, I wanted to talk about why is it men lie? I know everybody lies, but to the degree that men lie, and they lie for nothing at all. Even when they meet you on a first date, they lie. And I was trying to find out, I was asking myself the question over and over, why do men lie? And before I got into a relationship, I used to date. And you can guarantee if it wasn't one lie, it was another. And what used to pee me off is that they tried to keep up the lie to entrap me. And I think that's what men do. I think that's why they lie. They've said, why, if I tell her the truth, she not going to want me. So let me go tell her like a lie. That way me can hold her. And then once me hold her, once me get with her, she not going to left me. That's the mentality. But normally, if you're smart, you find out the lie just in time. But sometimes some women don't. They say, oh, I'm single, just newly single. That time, they're either married, they're separated, and they're still living with their ex-wife, or they're still living with their separated wife. And what are they looking for, please? They're looking to come and hitch up with you. Most of these men who lie are looking for a place to live. They've either messed up their last relationship. They messed up their last relationship. The woman don't want them in the house, so they're thinking, boy, I'm going to find another woman, because I have nowhere to go. Can't go to my mother's yard. My mother not die. So me I go do. You know what me I go do? Me I go look a woman. Put on the charms. And they put on the charms, they come, them dress up, and they see you ripe for the picking. Boy, baby, you look nice, So, you have a man? That's the first question. No, I ain't got a man. So how come a pretty girl like you don't have a man? I don't know. Don't know why I ain't got a man. I ain't had a man for a few years now. What? You don't have a man? So what? You live on your own? This one I'm trying to find out, No, I live with my daughter. So how old is your daughter? She's 3. So what? You and the father still there together? No, I don't see him at all. I don't see him at all. It's just me and my daughter. We got a flat. We live in a flat. So what kind of flat you have? It's just an ordinary flat, just a 2-bedroom flat. So which part it there? Oh, it's just down the road. It's not far from here. So why? What? Why are you asking me all these questions? I treat my like, I want to find out a little bit about you. So you not see nobody then? No, I'm not seeing anyone. So we can take you out for dinner. Oh yeah. Well, that would be nice. Yeah, man, we take you out for dinner, man. You look like a nice lady. So what kind of work you do? Oh, I work in the hospital. So what, you're a nurse? No. I work in one of the departments. I just help with some of the admin stuff. Oh, so how long you there the job then? A good job that Them pay out all kind of benefit. Them pay out benefit. Yeah. We get quite good benefits. We get quite good
benefits.
So you there long? You there long?
Well, I must have been there, probably been there about 10 years, or yeah, about 10 years. Why? What work do you do?
Child, you know, I'm saying me in between jobs, you know. But and I start hesitate them. I try to think which job them can do that can be in between jobs, you know. So then I try to work their brain. I'm into construction.
Oh, what kind of construction?
Do a little bit of electrical work and a little bit of painting.
Oh, so you can paint my flat.
Yeah, man, no problem. That time you can't paint, you know. No problem, man. Of course, I'm not on that. Your flat want paint?
Yeah, it really needs a paint job.
Yeah, man, you can't do that. So when you want me to come on, come paint your house, then the dinner gone out of the window, you know. She jump in too quick. Dinner gone out of the window because now she forgoes the dinner to get her house painted that he can't paint.
Oh, it all depends when you're free.
Well, me can come this weekend, you know. Me not do nothing. He's a single man.
Oh, and you see no one then?
No, me not see no one. Me depend me one. And me one.
Oh, so how come you ain't got a girlfriend?
Sure, me baby mother, she gone back to Jamaica, you know. So me one left here.
Oh, well. So what star sign are you?
A lot of women ask you that.
What star sign?
There's a Scorpio.
Ooh,
She start tremble now, you know, Scorpio, because anytime somebody says Scorpio, it kind of make you feel you with all kind of passion and thing. So I say, so what? Me I gotta see you this weekend then. Come look on your house. See what me can do with it. Give you an estimate.
estimate.
Yeah, man. I gotta give you an estimate, man. I gotta do a good job for you, you know. Me not charge you a whole heap of money. A little piece of money, man. No worry about it. Me not overcharge you. And that's how it starts. From one line to the other. That time you can't even paint. And I mean, some people say they can paint, but they don't know how to paint. It's not easy to paint. Anybody can put a brush to a wall. I can even do that because I've painted, but you can tell when it's an amateur job. And so that's how the lies build up. So now, this woman has this man in her house and he's giving her an estimate. So, okay, supposing the job might cost 500, they might say, well, you know, this job would have cost you, say, £500, you know, but you know what? Sure me like you. I could do it to you for 200. So that time now, the woman, she thought she was going to get a man who was going to help her in the house and probably paint her yard as a part of the relationship status, even though they're just meeting up. She ends up forking out 200 quid and the job is crap. And him all good to get her body too. End up in a relationship with him. Because once him start, and you know those guys that come in and do your house like that, some of them do that, you know. They come in your yard and because they say, Chuck, you know, me have to go work on this, you know. It's going to take me about 3 or 4 days. So that means I have to stay over. You have anywhere for me to sleep?
Oh yeah, you can sleep downstairs on the sofa.
But the point is that them start bringing their clothes because they already have a plan. That's what I'm talking about, entrapment. They already have a plan. So they come in with them bag and the pay, and then sometimes they even tell you charge you 200 quid, and you have to buy the supplies. On top of that, they're probably getting a bit of nookie, some food. They're living there for nothing. And, you know, some of these the women who kind of get caught up, because I know there's women that get caught up like that. And it's naivety. Is it naivety? Is it lack of trust? Is it stupid? What is that? When women get themselves caught up in situations like that, and many do. Grown women. These are not even like women in their 20s, teenagers. Big hardback women get caught like that. And yeah, this video is about men who lie, but that's how it starts off. It starts off from the beginning, from the first date right through to the marital bed, until they choose to disclose. Normally, if they want you bad enough, they'll hold on to that lie for goodness knows how long, sometimes for years before they tell you, when they know it's too late for you to do anything and you're too involved with them. That's why it's called entrapment. Men, I think they specialize in entrapment, because what they do is they scour you first. You'll be the target. And whether they're stalking you online or watching you in a dance or whatever it is you're doing, they're trying to go in for the kill. That's what they're doing. Just waiting for the right moment. They don't know when that right moment is. Sometimes they just take a chance, but that's what they're doing. And they're looking for your little weak spot. So they can just say, if they sometimes with these women, they might even slip up and put something online about their status, single, or they might just, whatever it is they disclose. These men that are looking for women to entrap, they study them. And these women think, oh, this person has just happened on their page. These guys don't just happen on your page. These guys have been studying you and watching your page and see what you're talking about, see what friends, looking to see if you have any man in the photograph, look to see if you have any picnic in the photograph, studying you until you're ripe for the picking. And then they jump in with a little hi or good evening, or if they're slick and they're kind of pseudo-intelligent, they give you a proper sentence. And it could be anything. It could be from, you seem to be a very nice lady. I see that you're in the same field as I'm in. It'd be nice for us to have a chat, to have a talk about something, whatever it is, whatever they rope you in. You get the sophisticated one, you get the ragamuffin one, still the same BS, it still lies. To entrap you, to get you. And you have to ask yourself sometimes with these women, how much have you got to lose? Do you want to lose your freedom? Do you want to lose the comfort of your home? Do you want to lose having all, your money? Because that's what it sometimes amounts up to, When women meet men who are on the prowl, and I'm not saying this applies to all men, so no, this is not what I'm saying. There's specific men who try to root out women specifically to either live with them or sponge off of them in some way. So when they're studying them, that is what it's about. And you have women who are unsuspecting. And they're so enamored by the fact that somebody seems to be paying an interest in them, they don't even realise. And the next thing they're telling your friend, oh, you never guess what? I met so-and-so, I met this gorgeous guy. We're so compatible. You're so compatible because he's been bloody studying you, love. He knows what you're up to. He knows what to say. And next thing you know, boof, he's pounced on you. And you're so enamoured by it all. He's got you hook, line, and sinker. No, hook, line, and sinker. Yeah. And then next thing you know, they're in your home. They're helping you use your money. They're driving your car. Oh, I just want to go up the road. We can borrow your car. When you go up the road, go pick up this and that for me now. That's how it happens. When the time you turn around, you don't even know how them reach in your yard. Some of them one, they come with their little one piece of claws. Slowly. And they think you ain't paying attention. What is it about men who want to live with women? You know, some of them are quite happy living on their own. But for some reason, they want to live with a woman, so they start lying. They see a woman, they think, oh yeah, keep her company. Like anybody's asking for anybody to keep them company. But that is what happens a lot of the time. So you get married men who want to get away from their wives. So they're looking for single women to move in with. Sometimes it's just to teach their wife a lesson. Sometimes they've had a row with their wife. They've lost the upper hand. So they're looking for somebody who they could just spend some time with. So the wife will get jealous and think that somebody wants him. And then she wants him back. Sometimes that's what they use women for. And that's why you have to be strong. And you have to kind of not take everything for granted. It's not that you have to think that everything is a lie, but you have to watch what people are saying and listen and watch for inconsistencies, because the inconsistencies will come. And whether or not you want to make an issue of those inconsistencies, it's up to you. So I think that's why even politicians lie, because they don't want to share negative parts of their personality. And that's what it's about. When people lie, it's because they're hiding parts of themselves that's not very attractive. The fact that they might be living with goodness knows how many people. They might even be living with an ex-girlfriend. They might not have a job, so they'll say, oh, you know what? No, I'm taking a little time off work because I have this back problem. That time they don't have no job, They have this little back problem. And now go back in 2 weeks. When the 2 weeks come, they'll tell you, oh, my employer said him no want me back. And they make a big fuss. Can you imagine that? Him no want me back. Just to me have 2 weeks off of work. That time it no work, And it's not like when you meet somebody, you're going to say to them, oh, let me have a look at your pay slip. Let me have a look at where you work. You're not going to do that, are you? So they can tell you any crap. Really? So you're there thinking, this is somebody you've met. Hopefully they're not in your yard yet, but maybe they are, because they've already finagled you and you're one of these women who are kind of vulnerable and looking for a man or whatever it is. And so then they're in your yard telling you, you think that they're going to go to work in 2 weeks' time. They've got no intention of going to work. All they were looking for is a roof over their heads. And it's sad, but that happens. And the thing is that I don't know what it is, but some men think women are eager to have a man live with them. I don't know why they think that. Why they think every woman wants a man to live with them. And I have to ask myself, what is the benefit? Seriously, that sounds cold and calculated, but what is the benefit? Especially with one of these people that you've picked up and you're saying, or they're saying to you when they meet you, oh, I've got a back problem, so I'm out of work and I'm going in 2 weeks' time. So you're actually meeting them out of work. And then you're taking them on in that situation. So you're making a bed for yourself, aren't you? So then they lie about what the job that they're doing, where they live, who they live with. I tell you. And then sometimes, you can have silly little lies. I mean, everybody lies, but you've got significant lies and you've got silly lies. And when you think about insignificant lies, like when women want some quiet time or they want some time to themselves and you've got somebody ringing off your phone and you're likely to ignore it, and what you'll say is, when they do finally call you back, oh, I was in the bath, or I was sleeping, or something. You can make some excuse up. Yeah, an excuse or a lie is the same bloody thing. But some women do that. But I don't think women lie about major things. They could do. But I was trying to think about things that a woman would lie about. But I think women would probably lie about how many men, how many relationships she's had. Probably lie about they wouldn't lie. I don't think they'd lie about kids. They might lie about their background if they have a history of sexual abuse or something like that. They might lie about. I don't think they'd lie about how much money they earn. Don't think they'd lie about where they live. Unless you've got these players. I mean, you have out and out players. I'm not talking about the out and out players. I'm talking about the regular woman when you meet her. So when a man meets a woman, and he's saying to you, look, my name is Joe. I'm 42 years old. I live in London. I live in a flat in London. I've got 2 kids. I'm divorced. And I'm a social drinker. And I work as a builder. You're not going to question that, are you? Because you're going to think, it's basic enough, straightforward enough. There's nothing to lie about. Till you find out he ain't a builder. He's not 42, he's 36. He ain't got 2 kids, he's got 7. Lives in a flat with goodness knows who else, with his ex-girlfriend, and he's trying to get out. And all of a sudden, the picture falls apart. And all you've got is what he has told you. Nothing else. And so when you find somebody who's honest, it's so refreshing. But even then, they can be honest about the big things and they can still lie about the small things. It's just whether or not how your background has been. If your background has been one that somebody lied to you in the past, then even a little lie is going to be a big deal for you. And the same applies to the man. If he's had a history of betrayal and lies, even the smallest little lie that you're saying, oh, I was sleeping or I was doing something when you weren't, that's going to trigger alarm bells for him. He's not going to like that. So, why do people lie? Normally to protect themselves? Is it to protect others? Usually it's because of fear of judgment and criticism. Sometimes it's because they're having it off with someone else. So they'll tell you, oh, I'm stuck in a traffic jam. I won't be able to make it over to you. You go by yourself, my dear. Sorry, I can't make it. I know I was supposed to be there at 8 so we could go this place together, but you'll have to go without me because I'm stuck in traffic and I don't know how long it's going to take. Or remember the one that they always used to say, my battery dead. My phone run out of battery, Sorry, I couldn't call you back. And that time is all 2-3 days, I'm going to leave my phone at home. And the thing is with those kind of excuses that when you're with them, that phone is always on charge. And they don't let go of that phone for 5 minutes. So how come all of a sudden them forget them phone at home or their phone ain't on charge? That's what makes you suspicious. Because that's what would make me suspicious. If I'm with a man and every time I'm with him, he's charging up his phone. And then all of a sudden, you're calling him and the phone goes straight, the phone is just locked off, and he's telling you about, it run out of the battery dead. The battery can dead little more. So what else did they say? Yeah, I mean, a lot of them just do it to wriggle themselves out of a tricky situation. Some of it is not malicious. I mean, I think there's a difference between malicious lies when you're scamming someone or you're trying to rip someone off. You borrow money and you've got no intention of paying it back. Or you ask somebody to buy something and you've got no intention of paying it back. That's malicious lies. If you say to somebody, look, you pay for that holiday or whatever, and I'll give you back the money, and you've got no intention, that is malicious lies. But when you're talking about lies about whether or not you're on the phone when you really want some time to yourself, and you pretend like you're sleeping, or you don't answer the door because you want time to yourself, whatever it is, those kind of things are less profound than people who lie about how many kids they've got, their marital status, their job status, and their prison state. Are they bloody criminals? How do you know they're not bloody criminals? And that's another thing you need to, when you're meeting people, do you have a criminal record? They're probably good to lie about that too. And why did they leave? Why did their last woman leave them? You need to find that out. You have some nice, sweet talking man, and them done just finished beat up them woman, and they come talking you sweet talking, and and some of them really come over nice, and you get all caught up with them. Next thing you know, you get one lash, and you're stuck, intimidated because you fell for it. Yeah, it's hard, I just wish people would tell the truth. But if people told the truth, especially men, they're deeming they wouldn't be able to get the woman that they want. And they know what woman they want. And they'll do whatever it takes to get her. And if it means lying, that is what they'll do. So, that's all I've got to say. Just be careful. Like I said, people lie for various reasons, but we're not children. We're all adults. We're not going to get beaten. And especially in the beginning of a relationship, you don't need to lie. You don't know that person for Adam. Like I said, it's a conquest. In the case of a man, even though everybody lies, but men seem to lie more than anyone else. If they have somebody who they target and they want, they're going to do anything and say anything to get her. So, you need to be on your toes, girls. Don't take everything they say as gospel. And that's all for now. Bye-bye.